And welcome back to the Christmas series, and today is December 30th. Let's suppose this. You and your best friend are the best. You're the dynamic duo. You tear up the town, and you make no apologies for it. Your friend is your wingman, always helping you out when you're in a bind. After high school, you two started drifting away. College, you know? The next 4 years, you see each other every now and then, but the closest between the two of you is weakening as you find your own group of friends, develop your own interests, and forge your own path in life. It's a bit weird, honestly, because you feel somewhat vulnerable to the wider world. You stay in touch every now and then. A few years later, you go to your reunion. You see a bunch of people you knew back in high school. But then you see a pretty brunette, kind of like Anne Hathaway, walk in. There's a level of familiarity about them, but you can't quite put your finger on it. I mean, not that you would, because, well, why would you? Anyway, you mind your own business, but can't help but catch the lady's eye. She then gives a smile and starts walking your direction. Shit. What do you say? Trying to think of something fascinating. The weather's a bit wonky this year, making global warming. Or maybe global warming is a thing after all. Will Ukraine finally expel the Russians? What is going on with the Pope? Before you can do anything, she stands right in front of you. To your shock, she flings her arms around you and gives you a warm hug. I haven't seen you in years. You're dumbfounded. Have we ever met? You wonder to yourself. Yeah, you. You then realize there is something definitely familiar about this woman. Your best friend, the one with whom you committed many hijinks, is the pretty brunette. Very much a dead ringer for Anne Hathaway, which is rather bizarre, but, you know, whatever floats your boat. You both catch up and she tells you about the journey they went through. It's the usual. They always felt uncomfortable in their own skin. They never quite felt at home being a boy, and over time they discovered who they were really meant to be. They lost friends and family along the way because it's such an unnatural and unchristian thing to do. They wanted to reach out sooner, but they hesitated. I mean, given what's happened, it's understandable. But soon you two begin hanging out more. You remember that this was the same person you knew back in the day, and that nothing, really, has changed. Well, apart from the obvious. But there is a growing attraction to your friend in a way that is new and confusing. And you wonder if she feels the same way. I mean, she never mentioned a partner or anything, so... Well, this is ridiculous and crazy. It's a bit weird and unfair to heap this expectation. But you like the presentation before you, and there's a genuine connection. And you can feel for someone who's lost so much and you've been a rock. I mean, how many times has she spent at your place? There are so many thoughts and feelings racing through your head, and you don't know whether to act upon those thoughts or just suppress them. I mean, she isn't like any girl. She isn't like any other girl. But still, there is a deep connection, a bond that can't be broken because of history. And then she turns to you and asks, "How do you feel about me?" Seriously? This is beyond complicated. You wonder what others would do in the same position because you think you know, but you don't. And frankly, you're not sure if you really want to know. But you look at her and struggle to find an answer. I mean, is she serious or just messing with you? And you don't want to be insensitive or canceled. God, isn't that just the worst? But again, you do find yourself thinking about her every day, and being with her is just enough. I mean, it's like a house party whenever she's around. I can say for myself, it's an equally confusing prospect, and we rely on our experience, our personal beliefs, and, as much as we hate to admit, the thoughts and considerations of others in making this decision. If others have been in this position, did they reject this advance or fully give in to their urges? Who knows? She sits there, cocks her head, and smiles. Is she really expecting an answer? Or is this just a game? This can be a while. But it doesn't help she looks damn good and you get the feeling she is toying with you. What happened here? How did you come to this point?